Hi, loves. It's Shanda. How are you? And welcome to Shanda Says. You have officially entered the pink room. How are you guys this evening? Tonight's topic is one of those things that make you go, topics. Yeah. I recently, on my Facebook feed, I don't know about you guys, but I always get these weird, strange stories about things. And this particular story struck me, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great pink room material. But what it is this woman in Africa that she's a widow, had two children, and started dating one guy after the loss of her husband. And then she started seeing another guy, and this continued on for 4 years. Neither guy knowing that she was seeing either one of them. And then one day they both found out about each other. So they confronted her about it, and she said, listen, I'm in love with both of you. And if you leave it up to me, I'm not leaving either one of you. So you guys better figure out what it's going to be. So whatever kind of Judy she has down there, they both decided, you know what, we both love you. We'll enter into a marriage with you. And everyone agreed. So now she's marrying both men. And they call that polyandry, by the way, a woman that enters a marriage with two men. And polyamorous is when you're in a relationship with multiple partners openly. Like everyone knows about each other and everyone is good and everyone is okay with it. So it got me to thinking, as a woman, if you could you openly live with two men? Could you marry two men? And could you be happy with two men? I thought about that. And even though I've been married, I always thought like this. And don't think I'm crazy and that I can't be faithful, because I can. But I always thought, is it feasible for you, for any person, to love and to sleep with only you for the rest of their life? Is that possible? So the whole polyandry and polyamorous relationships brings that up. And are some people able really to function like that? And I believe so. I believe there are people that are just not cut out for marriage. And sometimes we're brought up thinking that marriage is the end all be all, and that, if you're not married, something must be wrong with you, or you're this age already, how is it that you're not married? But um, I think it takes a lot of strength to not be married. I think it takes a lot of self-control, and I think oftentimes people get a bad rap for not being able to or being able to recognize it. It's just not for me. So I don't think it's a bad thing. Sometimes men get railroaded. How is it you in your 40s or 50s and you've never been married? I'm looking at you sideways. But then again, you see people that are, 40 and 50, been married 2 or 3 times. Which one is worse? To me, it's worse if you've been married, multiple times and it just didn't work out. But, and I'm getting a little off topic, but anyway, in terms of Shanda, could I feasibly be in a polyandry situation? And I think about so many things with that. Like I think about, okay, I have two men. Now I love men, and I tell you, I'm the kind of woman that I love being with a man. I love being in a relationship. I love servicing my relationship. I love spoiling my man. I love doing for him. I love taking care of him. I love screwing him. I love doing all that stuff. So when it comes to love and relationships, I'm so good with that. Though people that are in my past, if they didn't rock with that, that's fine. You just couldn't handle all this loving, because some men just can't. It's okay. But anyway, I think about if I had to do that with two people, and could I effectively give them both what they needed and be able to feel like one is not being slighted over the other? And could my body take it? What if they both had big wee-wees? Now, I ain't gonna lie. I need my man to be fluffy down there. And if he's not fluffy, that's a problem. But that's a whole other topic. That's a topic I want to talk about side thing right now. I want to talk about how important it is, how important sex is in a relationship. And it's just a topic I want you guys to think about. But moving back to this, How can I service two men and make them both happy, and not one feels slighted, and not one feels like he got the bigger piece of chicken? His steak is cooked better, mine isn't seasoned as well as his. I'm not getting as much ass as he's getting. Like, I just think for myself, it's just a lot for me to take on. Maybe initially it might be fun. Maybe initially it might be fun. Like, we rolling around. And that's another thing. Do we all sleep in the same bed? That's crazy. And are they both snoring on either side of me? Like, there's so much that goes there's so much that goes into that, and I don't know if I could really do it. But one thing about myself that I love is that when I am in love, I love to be able to just give my man 100%. And I'm not one of those people that say, you bring your 50, I bring my 50, we make 100. No, we bring 100%, and together we're 200% in my eyes. I don't believe in giving half, because why even bother if you're going to give only your half? To me, it's not worth it, and to me, it's not mature, and it's just not something I think going into relationships or marriage, especially, that you should be doing. Another side note I want to talk about is I want to talk about marriage. I'm a person that my marriage failed, and I give advice, and I want to talk to you guys about what your expectations are and what you look for, and what red flags are there. So those are things that in 2016 I really want to get into with the Pink Room. Of course, we're going to always talk about sex, and that's fun, but I also want to give you guys some good things to think about in terms of your relationships, and making you stronger and better in your relationships. And I'm really big on that, and just helping you. So getting back to tonight's topic, could you be in a polyamorous relationship where you have multiple partners? And would you be okay with that? And as a woman, could you be married to two men? I don't know. I'll tell you, putting up with one man, let alone two. Sips tea. I'm going to give you guys this little fun fact about Shanda. I drink normal stuff out of champagne and fancy glasses because I feel like life is so short, and these little things like this make me happy. You should try it sometimes. Don't just save your stuff for special occasions, because every day we have on this earth is a special occasion. And last week, and I'm only going to speak briefly about it, last week someone very close to me and my family passed away. And last week was a very tough week. And she was such a good, fine woman. And I tell you, they do not make them like that anymore. And I just have so much love and respect for her. And I'm going to miss her with all my heart. Her services are this weekend. And it's going to be tough, but I love her so much. And I want to say to you real quick before I leave, that you have people in your life that you love, and that you don't take their presence for granted. Always make sure that you say, I love you, that they mean something to you, because we just never know when we are called to transition to the other side. And I just wanted you guys to know that. I will be here next week prior to Christmas, and hopefully you guys have a beautiful holiday. But I will be back, and I love you. And write in, let me know. I know this video is a little longer than normal. Ladies, would you do it? Could you be in a marriage with two men and men? How comfortable would you be with a couple of wives? Either way, I love you. Mwah. Stay pinks, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.